Hey there, rulers. DMO73 here, bringing you the deck profile. A little late, but we're here for the Jeanne, Cain Humans list. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to pre-order upcoming Force of Will sets, ccgprime.com for singles and supplies, cardodoko.com for those rulers in the international market looking for product, the Ruler School Circuit Series now taking orders on our Q3 2024 circuit kits, and our guest lecturer members, Fight Ramen. Class is in session. So here is the list. As a reminder, you can find a link to the exact list on Force of Wind down in the description below to check it out yourself. And a huge thanks to Jordan Williams for being the one to kind of showcase this a little bit for me first at the CCG Prime Ruler School Circuit event. Showed me what this deck can do, and then when the new set came out with new cards, I was like, we're gonna try this ourselves for the channel because it's a lot of fun, and boy howdy is it a lot of fun. So being able to make use of Nameless Girl, mainly, to be perfectly honest, for Fate of the Girl. It is kind of the main reason we use her, but it is nice to be able to have her to flip onto the backside, to be able to then kind of pressure down there too. And Cain works really, really well in this list as well with Bandolier, being able to set up this kind of first turn pressure, as well as this like pseudo ramp. Like if your opponent has to try to answer him after you've already gotten the trigger to get a free stone, you can then still call a stone. So you can do some pretty neat things with it to get ahead value wise. Plus we have some new cards with things like Forbidden Apple, which helps you destroy your own stuff as well, which then lets you then judgment with, call stone with Cain. All kinds of fun stuff here. From there, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward build, although there's a lot of cool, interesting things you can do. We have the wonderful Abel, which can then get you access to Seth and Alice's Incarnate. Obviously, the best thing to kind of do with this Abel is to, as we saw before, Abel, in response to his enter effect, destroy it with Bandolier so that Seth comes in. Seth then grabs the Abel back from graveyard, and then Abel then gets you the Alice's Incarnate from the deck because it's also a cognate, which works really, really nicely there. The other nice thing about playing the Zeus Alice is that because she's a cognate, if your opponent goes, well, in response to Abel, I'll flash in Spirit of the Ruins. You can just go grab Alice because she's also a spirit. So you can do some pretty cool stuff there, which is nice. And then obviously the new cards being Gilderai, the Golden Marshal, being able to give it to your opponent and prevent them from re-attacking, and then just get it right back to produce some extra will with Fate of the Girl, which is just awesome. And then Forbidden Apple to be able to blow up everything on the board, which triggers things like Seth as well, because again, it destroys everything, and you also get to use, he has Eternal, so you don't really have to worry about it in general at all. So, lots of cool things to be done there. And then other humans, we have things like Executioner, which destroys things as well, which couples nicely with Seth. We have access to Ghost of Orleans, which also destroys as part of its own thing, which is also very helpful to partner with Seth to get more discard triggers. And then you get some really cool things like the Gilderai. The Gilderai from the graveyard is really, really nice to be able to pressure down your opponent. And again, when it's destroyed, like you destroy it with your own Bandolier of Envy, suddenly you can banish 3 entities with the Fire Magic Stone type and put it into the field. It doesn't happen very often, but that is why we're playing 3 Heat Rays. And you can also do that same kind of stuff with Chivalry's Tears to be able to reanimate your own stuff. From there, you get some pretty traditional blue package protection stuff with 3 mirrors, 3 setting the stages, and then because you're producing that extra will, might as well throw in an Electra. She's a human, which is very, very nice. Lumia is a nice little way to be able to heal yourself after paying into Bandolier of Envy, and then just some more utility versus with things like Voice of the False God, because you can search it off of Gilderai, Fossil Girl in the City for some addition destruction, single copy of Misty Statue, you can play more, it's kind of based on your preference, and then because he's a human as well, this guy can suddenly come in as being a 2-drop 11/11 thanks to Fate of the Girl. So really, really fun deck list. A lot of fun stuff to be able to do with it. Glad to be able to put it up on the channel and showcase it all for you guys. If you guys have tried some different stuff with Jeanne or Cain, let us know in the comment sections down below. And until next time, this is DMO73 saying class dismissed.